to blow my nose.
What's up, Eurovision people? My name is Sean, and on my channel, I talk about all things Eurovision. And we are joined by our favorite faces on these EuroBuzz live streams. We didn't get to do it on Monday because I forgot, but you guys get to introduce yourselves and tell us where you're from and where we can find you.
I'm George, and I'm from Italy. And what about you?
I'm Becca, and I'm from Malta. This side or this side? Yeah, it's this side. No, it's this side. Oh, I don't know this side.
Alex, I'm from Andorra. Hi.
Welcome back, Alex. We've missed you.
Thank you.
We did.
I missed being here too.
So, before we get into these predictions for semi-final 2, because semi-final 2 is tomorrow, we have to talk a little bit about what happened last night. And I just have one thing to do.
Burn your Swiss flag.
And I was right.
Becca was right.
It only took us 1 minute and 12 seconds for Becca to start bragging, but she was right. I have to give it to her. One of us got 10 out of 10,
right.
and her name is Becca.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And Sean was very sad that Malta did not qualify.
I believed in the Basque until the end.
Sad.
Me too. I wanted them in the final.
I'm sorry, but I really don't understand how Switzerland qualified. Like, you know what? I made a little prediction that the final running order is going to be 11 Finland, 12 Switzerland, 13 Sweden, and Switzerland is getting 0 points from the televote. I predict this. It's bold, but I predict it.
I mean, I really, really hope so. But I do think that Switzerland qualified out of some war sympathy.
Sympathy for what?
I can't think. War. Like the song about war. It's very vividly about war. I can't think of any other reason.
Okay, but we already discussed that Switzerland is like the most gutless country in the world. So hearing them preach about war is kind of ridiculous. I feel like people were like, oh, finally a ballad. Let's vote for this, as Sean said. And they didn't sound like the Netherlands.
Maybe
like they actually gave great vocals, so maybe people actually care for vocals in the end.
Yeah, we didn't have much ballads from last night. I mean, if people wanted ballads, maybe Switzerland was the best one, but
out of 2,
anyone? Yeah, because Azerbaijan is not a ballad, is it?
No.
Yeah.
What is
so?
True.
Any other surprises? I mean, not really a surprise that Malta didn't qualify, but I guess we're all sad. But any other surprises?
Not from my end.
No.
I think it was pretty much, the 9 qualifiers that we agreed on the live stream, we all kind of expected them to qualify. So we all got 9.
Real surprises will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
What?
Your surprises will be tomorrow.
Yeah. For sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, we will get into that. And speaking of tomorrow, we have 16 semi-finalists. And before we get into it, I just want to tell anyone who's watching, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We will be having these chats. We are having these chats very frequently. And we have one on Friday for the final, and we will also be discussing the results on Sunday. So subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of that content. Come and like this stream and come in the chat to tell us where you agree and where you disagree with us. Okay, just like Monday's semifinal 1 predictions, we're going to be using our hands to indicate who thinks the song being discussed is qualifying or not. And we had a little gathering before this stream to see who we agree on and who we don't agree on. And we agreed on 6 countries that are qualifying for the final. So the first one that we all think is qualifying, no surprise, is Austria. Mm-hmm. Alex, I'm going to start with you. Why is Austria qualifying?
I really love the song. I had it on my #1 spot in my top for a long time. I really love the song. I think that it's a very clever song. It's a very smart way to do music. It's catchy, it's funny, but the staging, I have to see the full performance. But yeah, I think that these two will qualify certainly. Not in the top 10 in the grand final as I thought, but who knows? I have to wait until tomorrow, but we are going to see them on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
agree with you on the staging bit. I think the staging could have been more out there for a song like this. But I've only seen 30 seconds. I don't know about you, but I've only seen 30 seconds. So maybe it's gonna come together live, hopefully.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
read
like
something in Twitter this afternoon about the rehearsal, and the majority of the comments were very good song, but they need more charisma or more stage presence. It's what I read.
I feel like most staging this year feel a little bit empty. And I think it's like the stage that we have to blame. It's a giant lead box. So nobody's really encouraged to bring any props to make it interesting. They just rely on the LEDs, and I feel like that makes the performances kind of boring. I prefer it like when it was in Portugal, there were no LEDs, so everybody had to bring on their A game. But that was the decision for this year, so this is how it goes. And about
Indeed.
Austria, it is qualifying. It's a joke song done well. I think people are going to get it. People are going to remember it. And they shouldn't have any issues qualifying. But at the same time, as Alex said, I don't see this going in the top 10 in the final. I don't think that the juries will back it. I don't think that the public will back it that much either. They can still be proud of themselves, though. I mean, Austria doesn't normally do very well, so it can be an achievement for them.
Indeed. The second one we all agreed that it is qualifying is Slovenia. I will argue that this can win the semi-final.
Yeah, I agree.
I think so, yeah.
I agree. It's a Brit rock song in Liverpool. It couldn't be any more appropriate. The band members are attractive, which matters a lot. They're going to have a lot of fangirls voting for them, and they are a huge voting demographic. And the song itself is really catchy. The singers are very charismatic. They're not doing more than they should be doing in the performance, so everything is very appropriate. The entire package is extremely consistent.
Alex, you're not so keen on this one winning.
I see them being in the top 3 in this semifinal, but I have other countries that I think that maybe will do like the boom, and we are not expecting those countries. One of them, I think, well, I don't know if I can do. May I, Sean?
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay.
We're teasing and then we're gonna reveal.
Yeah.
I do think Slovenia can win it. I mean, if we're discussing Austria's weaknesses, I do think Slovenia can do it. But it's always hard for me to think that a country that is such an underdog at Eurovision can all of a sudden win a semi-final. With that being said, this is our weaker semi-final, so anything could happen. Moving on, the third one that we all agreed on, and it might surprise some of you guys watching, this is Lithuania. Becca, I'm going to start with you.
I mean, personally, I don't like the song, but it's a good song. So some people like it. So I think it will definitely qualify. And compared to all the songs that there are in the semi-final, yeah, she would definitely go through. I mean, without a single doubt. I mean, it's a good ballad. I mean, and people like a good ballad, I guess. So it's definitely going through.
She has one of
Alex,
the best voices in the semi-final as well.
In the old contest, I would say.
You seem very happy, Alex, that we agreed on all of the.
Because I really love this song. And how Monica Linkiter's voice is just something unbelievable. Yesterday, I was talking with Tom in a live stream we had, and I remember the moment when I saw her in the Barcelona pre-party, and I was having fun, drinking, dancing, and when she started singing, I stopped, and my eyes went to the stage like, bam, what is that? And she's on. You don't know, guys. That voice is wow. And I met her.
Second
She's
to
the
none.
sweetest girl ever. And yeah,
She's
this
very
deserves a
experienced.
top 10 in the final. I'm being edgy, but
You know
I don't know
what?
about
we
top
have to
10.
bring quality up, guys.
She did horribly in the Euro jury thing that EuroVoix organized, and that is not always but usually an indicator of how the juries are voting. So I feel like she will be underrated by the juries, and she will still get her Lithuania's usual 80 to 90 points in the final from the televote. She deserves the top 10, I agree, but I'm afraid that the juries will think, there's more interesting stuff to vote for. And by more interesting stuff, for the juries, they mean Switzerland. So I said it all.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I do think the juries will be sleeping on this. But I agree with Alex. We were in Madrid, and in pre-parties, people tend to talk through the ballads, and people weren't talking through this one. People were, and she actually hyped them up because she sang her 2015 song. So then to
Yeah.
sing a ballad after
Mhm.
an upbeat song, it can come across as a dip. But no way. And I keep mentioning our friend Amber. She's the least Eurovision fan out of the three of us. She was
Yeah.
tutoing all night. So I do think this is doing comfortably well in the semi-final, enough
Yeah,
to qualify.
she'll be fine.
She will.
The wine
Next up,
moms are going to love it.
next up, that we all agreed on is Australia.
Oh.
Beck, I'm going to start with you again because this is one of the 6 or 7 countries you have adopted this year.
Yes, I have. Apart from the fact that it's Australia and my love for Australia, so I'm gonna leave it on the side. It's a good rock band, if you can call it rock. I think it is rock.
Yeah,
And I guess people actually really sing to it. So yeah, I mean, personally, it's not a wow song for me, but I mean, it's a good song. I'm just gonna go through here. Oh, sure. I
and
mean,
it's last.
I haven't seen anything of the staging because I don't like seeing the rehearsals because I like to be surprised.
So you haven't
So
even seen the 30-second clips?
no, because I'd like to be surprised.
Oh.
Example, like
So
yesterday, I didn't see any of them. And example, I was seeing them for the first time, like most of the other people. So I like the little surprises.
I agree,
we can
Becca.
spoil her, guys.
Don't.
Don't try it.
Alex, is this the one that you think is gonna win?
No.
Okay.
But we
Nothing.
need Australia in the final. And I think the song was a bit underrated by everyone until we have seen some stuff in the rehearsal. I was about to mention a prop in the stage, but I can't. So, but we all know the prop, right? The prop, right, guys?
The probe.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Becca, there's a car.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Wow. Okay.
And so
car.
I don't know how the car will match the old
But where is
performance.
the car?
That's the question.
That's weird.
So yeah, I don't know. I see them going very 80s vibe and the car and stuff, but I need to see the full performance, But this is definitely in the final, and we like Australia.
It's closing the show. Yeah. This is going to. I previously had it as a borderline, and I think we weren't as excited as we should be about this because there was a lot of PR troubles going on in Australia. Like just tell us the act. People were thinking it's gonna be Kylie Minogue at a point, and they were hyping things up to unrealistic scenarios. So then when we got Voyager, people were like, "Oh, really? The song is good and it's qualifying."
Is this the last year that we are going to have Australia? What do you think?
Of
You know
course not.
what? I think that the EBU will keep inviting them, but at the same time, their broadcaster isn't really pulling great numbers from Eurovision. They are spending a lot on it, and I don't know if their return is enough to justify them participating again. I think they will still keep participating for a while, but there's clearly not as much hype in Australia as they want us to believe. And
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
No, I
money
can confirm
speaks.
that there isn't.
Money speaks, and if the broadcaster doesn't make any return on their investment, then they're not going to want to participate.
It's 5 a.m. there. Come on.
It is.
What
But
can you
also,
expect?
also the rerun that they make at night doesn't really draw that many live viewers. And it's mostly due to the fact that in Australia, they mostly use private broadcasters rather than the public one. That's a problem that there is in many Eastern European countries, actually, in America as well. And it's the same in Australia. Nobody really watches SBS. So they might be spending a little bit too much public money on something that is not returning them that much money,
Mhm.
So it's a good discussion to have. We will never
It
know.
is.
Mhm.
It is. I do think they will come back, but if they don't, I will happily take Andorra or Turkey or Monaco or anyone else back.
Oh, the more the merrier.
The more, the merrier.
Yeah, I'll take Turkey.
I'll take Andorra.
Okay. Really?
Of course.
I'll take Andorra because they had 6 amazing entries.
Thank you for that.
Well, oh,
I didn't like
Thank you.
nearly
The fifth-
any Turkish entries, but it's nice to
We
have
will
them.
be back, guys. We will be back.
Mhm.
We will.
Fifth country that we all agreed
We are
on.
quiet right now because it's Eurovision time. No one is paying attention to us, but we are working.
oh,
I can tell you.
good.
Mhm.
The fifth country that we all agreed on, and I'm also a little bit surprised about this one, but we all agreed that Belgium is qualifying.
Of course.
Yes, of course,
Of course it is. And comfortably, I will say. I won't be surprised if it's top 3 in the semifinal, I'm telling you. First of all, Gustav has a great energy. He's going to draw an older demographic that not many acts in this semifinal can claim, and the older demographic is the one that votes the most. And they're more willing to spend money on televoting. And the charisma is just there. I mean, there's no way he's not qualifying. He has vocals, he has empowered women of color on stage. So everything
It's
about
quite-
him is very likable.
And it's quite catchy as well. So I guess he has a whole package. I mean, I don't know how the staging is again, but I think he has. I can imagine, like, example, my mom watching Eurovision. I think she would actually like it.
Yeah, it's energetic.
Yeah.
He's the gay best friend that every middle-aged woman wants to have.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Very true.
And he gives some flashbacks of the 90s, and people will love that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool these days.
I love the song. I really like that 90s production, and yeah, I think the song on its own will qualify. However, this was the last one that I put in my 10, and I'll tell you why. You said, Giorgio, this will be very much popular within the older demographic, and I agree. However, the staging is interesting because they have this dancer who is overtly portraying queer culture, and I wonder if those slightly older, perhaps more conservative viewers will like the song, but then they're going to be like, no, this is too much. Good, but I'm not going to vote for this.
But you
I
know
wonder if
what?
that's gonna,
Gay
if
people
that's
will
gonna make
vote for
Belgium
them.
lose votes.
Don't worry.
But not only gay people. In the 80s, most pop performers looked like that, acted like that. These people were all alive in the 80s, the ones who Gustav is targeting as a demographic. So I don't think that he will have any problems. They'll be like, woo, that person reminds me of, I don't know, Boy George.
Yeah.
It was
It's a
full
good
fest like
example.
that in the
Yeah.
80s, and nobody had a problem
He
with it.
does. Actually, does
He's
remind
one
me
of
Boy
his
George.
inspirations, by the way.
Mhm.
Oh, there you go then.
I think he's also a great full package.
Yeah, I mean, I love the song. I hope you are all right, and I also put it through, so I hope I'm right as well.
Mhm.
Uh,
This is
But
one of the
I guess we'll
countries
find
that
out
can
tomorrow.
win the semifinal.
can win.
I think that this is going to be in the top 3.
Really?
I have it in the top 3 as well. I agree.
No.
It has a cross-continental appeal, in my opinion. I feel like all countries will give it something.
Yeah. And Gustav made a great pre Eurovision season, and that
He did.
it's important too.
Mhm.
He did.
He gave everything on interviews, in pre-parties, everywhere. When the song came out, no one cared about him.
Yeah, actually, most people disliked him. They were
And
like,
now
"Why
look at
didn't
us.
Shireen? Why did Gada Gregor win?"
Yeah.
It's true. But to be honest with you, I don't know if that actually helps because the Busker had a great pre-party season, and look what happened. I agree, but I'm not sure how much it helps because we always say 95%
But then you
of people
can't
who are
compare the
voting.
song of the busker to
No, but if we're talking
Belgium.
about the pre-party season helping, I don't think it really does help.
But
Eleni
they
Foureira, she did not
had the
attend a
same effect
single
as Gustav.
pre-party. She
Oh
did
yeah.
not attend a single pre-party, and look what happened. I don't know if it helps, but it's good for us fans. But I don't know if it helps.
Yeah, but please, we have to be aware that this year is different. This only televote counts, so it's all made for us, and yeah, that's the difference, I think. And jury, if we had jury, they will stand for Belgium.
Yeah,
A normal jury.
we will see in the final about that. But I don't think that the juries will crucify this.
No.
He will do fine in the juries, but I think he will do better in the televote.
Oh yeah. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so
Top
too. I do think he
15
will
in
do
the
better in the
final, I
televote.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one we all agreed on, and I am praying to the Lord above on all that is holy that we are right about this one, because
Amen.
we all think that Albania is qualifying.
Whoa,
Albania. Okay,
I'm
Should I
actually
Sean,
start since I'm the
surprised.
Albanian fanboy?
Sean, you have the floor. You can start.
Okay, this is qualifying. Okay, this is qualifying. The song is giving us, it's the only ethnic song we're getting in the semi-final, properly ethnic. It's in its segment of the show, it's the only non-English song. I think the only one not in English before it is Slovenia, and I can already see fans telling me, "Oh, there's Lithuania doing tutto tutto." Two
No,
words doesn't
it's in
make a
English.
song.
That's a hook.
Yeah, the song comes alive on the stage. It's made for the performance. The staging really works. I was expecting Sasha Jean-Baptiste to take away the fun from it, but I think she did a great job. Albania is qualifying, and I need my celebration moment. I didn't get it yesterday with the Busker. I got it a little bit with Portugal, but I
Oh, I love
cannot
Portugal.
wait. I cannot wait for Albania to qualify, please, on all that is holy.
I'm actually surprised though that we all expected to qualify when it's out of the top 10 for the bookies. Yesterday the bookies were 100% right. I don't think they will be tomorrow because I am convinced that Albania is qualifying. As you said, it's the only ethnic song in the entire semifinal actually. Um and it's an Eastern European country, and when you think of those, at least here, you think of that type of music, so people are going to be like, whoa, what a lovely ethnic song, let me vote for it. And also it's very, very entertaining on stage, like very entertaining, like legit entertaining.
It is.
So I think that it will qualify in the lower positions, of course, but it will still be in the final, and deservedly so.
Yeah.
I
And we have a point that we are missing here, is that Albania always gives very good TV production, very good camera angles. And I saw some pictures just about it was just smoke and light. I don't know if it was a picture or a small clip. They were playing with lights, but with the smoke at the same time, and I was like, okay, Albania is coming back once again to big TV productions. And people love that. And we will
Yeah.
have the red, the Albanian red,
We
as
will
always.
have-
Oh, finally, we need that.
Yeah, we
course.
do.
Like
Absolutely.
it's a shade of its own, Albanian red.
Absolutely. For any folks that are joining us now on the stream, we have just agreed on 6 countries qualifying. To recap, we all agreed that Austria, Slovenia, Lithuania, Australia, Belgium, and Albania are all qualifying. And for all of you guys watching now, don't forget to comment, subscribe. We like to have these chats and we like to bring them to you. So 6 are true. And we still have 10 countries we have not talked about. They are Cyprus, Georgia, Poland, Iceland, Estonia, Romania, Denmark, Greece, Armenia, and San Marino. Do you want to know how many of us, how many we agreed on that are not qualifying?
3. Ooh,
We
who
agreed
are
on
they?
3. I was expecting more.
I
but
can
we
guess
will
Yeah,
them.
me
do that a little bit later. So the first one is San Marino. No surprise.
Oh yeah.
Do we even need to talk about this?
No,
No.
it's
I like
lame.
the song.
It's extremely lame. Like no one's voted for it. I think that its only votes are coming from Albania, just out of pity, you know. They tend to
I
give
like
pity
the
votes,
song.
and this is their time.
You know I'm the San Marino fanboy. I've got a flag on my head.
Are
San
you?
Marino,
I also have a
Oh,
flag here.
please.
but I genuinely think this can get 0.
Yeah,
No,
it's possible.
no.
No, I think who's worse? I think Romania's worse.
Well,
But
speaking of
Romania
Romanian,
is getting 12 points from the Spanish televote.
Oh god damn it.
No.
God damn it.
At least
I will
10.
say about San Marino,
No.
I really like the staging, but the 30-second clip they chose for the rehearsal, it's just him screaming 4 times, and it's so grating on the ear. I can't stand it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very well live.
He sings well, he just overdoes it.
Yeah, he sings very well.
He sings well.
I
And they are
like
the
the song.
nicest guys. We met them in Madrid, they are the nicest guys.
Jack
But-
Briggs.
They have never been to San Marino though.
Ha ha ha.
And they're
Wait,
They have.
Una Voce per San Marino was held in San Marino.
They have.
Right.
been.
It was right across the
You
border.
talked to them. Yeah, I know San Marino
They
is.
told us they've been there.
Yes, they have. Oop.
Yeah, I mean for the national final at least. It's right across the
least
border.
they
But they were there.
That's really fine.
Yeah.
So we kind of spoiled the second one, but the second one we all agreed that is not qualifying is Romania.
Ugh.
Mm. I personally don't dislike it. I just
Me
think that the
neither.
live
Me neither.
performance, actually, the live performance at Selection Nacional was not that bad. I actually enjoyed how the
It
Hot
was
Chicks-
a mess.
and that's why I liked it because the hot chicks were
Okay.
distracting from him.
Okay.
Here, though, there is
Oh, wow.
nothing much that distracts us from him. Oh, Becca fell. Okay.
Sorry.
The song itself is not that bad, though. I mean, he is not the most pleasant to look at, if we put it nicely. So for a live competition, he's not the best choice. The Selection Nacional had so many better choices. I won't even begin to list them because I don't remember them, but I remember that there were many great choices.
The
They
song
choose-
that came second.
Yeah, Perenitza Mea. That
Yeah.
one. This one was such a poor choice, and it won by a few hundred votes as well. And it's going nowhere. Like, I don't think anyone outside of the Romanians living in Spain are going to vote for this.
I
Yeah.
see this ending with nul point, to be honest.
No, the Romanian diaspora in Spain is, what is it, like 1 million people? Or half a million? That's a lot
they
of
are
In
people.
Spain.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But Romania
That's-
always wins the Spanish televote, like it has since 2004 or 2005. I mean, if you remember the Romania 2004 song, it was also a mess. It got, I think, like 17 points in total, and 10 of them from Spain, from the Spanish televote. So that explains it.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
think
dude.
Spain is voting for this.
Okay, but
I
it won't
think
make a
this guy is
difference.
amazing, and he has a very interesting voice. But that clip, what was those two girls or whatever that was standing like this? on the lead. What was that? And everything is so wrong, but so wrong that I think that Romania is saying bye bye to the contest.
Oh wow!
I
You know
really
what?
not because of the performance, but they are not putting any effort at all.
But you know what? It's more about the reputation that the contest has in Romania, because if you look at the 2000s or even 10 years ago, there were 2 million people watching it. It's a country of like 20 million. Now there's barely 100,000 people caring to tune in. Well, 200,000, I think. Yeah. But still, the artists who are big are not interested in taking part in their national selection. In the 2000s, it was all huge names.
Mm-hmm.
It just needs maybe a year off, and then to come back maybe with an internal selection of somebody actually relevant and somebody with enough kindness, to bring the reputation back of Eurovision in
We
Romania.
need to bring Romania back to the map. We need to bring Romania to
Yeah,
the map. I actually don't
especially.
think the song is horrible. I don't think the staging is horrible. I don't like those two ladies with the white sheets, obviously. But I really, I think this is so overhated. Theodore seems like a lovely guy. But that's not what we're voting for eventually. And I think the running order completely buries it in dust.
I just don't think he's appropriate to sing a sex song. That's it.
He's a bit young, isn't he?
Not only that.
How old is he?
18.
He's 18.
18, I think, yeah.
Okay.
It's not about the age. You can have a sexual drive at 18.
And
It's
even
just
at 13.
No, okay, that's young. But I think that the package is just not appropriate here. Like, he doesn't really have sex appeal to sing a sex song.
Everything is wrong.
Next time,
And
you
not
should
trying to
have
be-
gone Georgia.
What?
Next time you should have went like instead of him.
No, I would never sing
No.
this song. He sings better than me, but
No.
it's for the
Shame.
radio, not for a live contest.
The third one that we all agree is not qualifying. I am so surprised about this, but I am praying on all that is holy that we are right again.
Okay.
It's Greece.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the rehearsal? It looks like a parody.
It looks like a what?
A parody
Of what?
Really?
of
Of
himself.
Oh, you haven't seen anything, Becca.
Okay. It's
I
bad.
don't think it's guys. What am I missing? I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just unremarkable.
Are we
It's
seeing the same
awkward.
contest?
It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, John.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you see him and you suffer with him. But
Oh,
what were they
God.
expecting, honestly? This guy, 16 years old, no previous experience singing live outside of his bedroom, thrown on Eurovision stage just like that. It was never going to work. And you know what? I always say there is only one Nepo baby who can make it in each semifinal. In semifinal 1, it was Luke Black, and Mia Nicolai stayed home. In semifinal 2, Blanca is going to make it, and this guy is going to stay home.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
We're over the countries that are not qualifying, according to all of us anyway, so I could spoil it.
Yeah, I think Greece. I would be really sad if Greece qualifies. I said the same thing about the Netherlands. I think in a semifinal, in a year where it's all about the televote, this song has no place in the final. And especially looking at Greece's history in the past and the songs that they used to bless us with, this song has no place on the Greek playlist. It has no place on the Eurovision 2023 final playlist. And I'm going to be controversial and say it never belonged in the Eurovision 2023 All 37 Songs playlist. This needs to go. And if listen, I don't think this is completely out. Cyprus, Armenia, Albania, Denmark.
Armenia hasn't voted for Greece in a while.
No, they have.
Not really.
They have.
Let's see last
7
year.
points at least from each country. 7 points from each country. Country. So I never count out the Greek luck, but
Yeah, that's true.
I'm hoping on all that is holy that this doesn't qualify.
Last year they only gave Greece 3 points in the final.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah,
3 from Armenia, 7 from Denmark, 12 from Cyprus, and 10 from Albania.
8
How much
from
is that?
Albania. Not enough to qualify. because nobody else is voting for this.
On all that is holy. On all that
All
is
that
holy.
all that is holy.
No,
Okay.
it's seriously uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you look at him and you're like, damn, that guy's suffering. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
You feel bad for him, but at the same time, he kind of wanted that. I mean, there was clearly something shady going on in the Greek internal selection. Somebody paid a lot of money for him to be there, and these are the consequences.
Honestly, I don't feel bad for him, and I'm going to tell you why. He chose to sing at Eurovision. When you choose to do this, you are accepting everything that comes with it: success, failure, criticism,
Yeah, of
praise,
course.
everything. And I don't get on with the conversation of, oh, he's only 16, like, he chose to be on this stage. It's his decision. Like, or maybe the
But
people who pushed him.
after you're 16 years old, Sean, if someone in Malta arrived and say, "Hey, do you want to sing for us this year?" What you would
If I
say,
was
being a
16,
Euro fan?
if I was
Yeah.
16,
Yeah.
I would, even if I said yes, I have to, my team around me has to make me accept that there will be praise, there will be criticism. You're on the same stage as much as everyone else, and you deserve to be criticized. No hate, never. I'm not on board with the people who are, making fun of him on the LED and these things. I even saw some comments about the safari outfit. I don't hate it, but I've seen so much, you know, canceling of people's opinions on Greece just because they simply criticize it. I've criticized that. I never liked the song. I never liked his vocals on the song. It doesn't mean he's a terrible guy, but
No.
this actually got to me as well. So much canceling of criticism. And I'm sorry, if you're going to be on the Eurovision stage, it comes as a package.
Yeah.
It's a package.
I feel sad
Okay.
for him.
Yeah, me too. It should have never happened, I guess. Should have. So, we agreed on 3 that are out and 6 that are in. Meaning we have Cyprus, Georgia, Poland, Iceland, Estonia, Denmark, Armenia left.
Wow,
And
that's interesting.
Yeah.
it is indeed. Following our love towards Viktor Vernikos, we're going to move on to
But you know what? None of these sound like surefire qualifiers to me, so it makes sense.
We will find out.
They're all very borderline.
No.
We
Are
will find out.
they?
Iceland is
3
not
of
borderline,
us.
okay, but yeah.
3
Iceland
of
isn't.
us. 3 of
Ooh.
us. Stop spoiling. 3 of us think that Georgia is qualifying. Raise your hands, those who think Georgia is qualifying.
Sean, okay. I'm the one who doesn't think it's qualifying.
Start the
Apparently
attempt.
so.
I actually thought this is basically the same song, same producer, same everything as the one that they sent at Junior Eurovision last year. And out of 16, they came 12th in the public vote, that I believe song from last year. This one is the same exact concept. It's very screechy. It's quite overproduced. It doesn't really go anywhere. Doesn't really tell anything. And the staging doesn't even seem appropriate for it. I mean, it's just a very dramatic stages with nothing going on. I don't think that anyone will be captured by this and vote for it. It's the same exact argument I will use on another country later. Hello to both of you. And so this is why I don't think Georgia is qualifying. And just like Latvia, it will stay in the semifinal once again consecutively since 2017.
Okay.
Ouch.
Alex.
Yeah.
I think that this song reminds us old Eurovision days. And this is the kind of song that I expect from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
what I've seen on stage in the rehearsal clip, it is dramatic, yes, but I like it. And I think that this can be a dark horse in the end. Not to win, but to arrive at 11, 10, maybe 12.
I think if it does go to the final, it will be jury driven. I do think that,
But I think that
it will be a terrible
she's going
bomb,
to
in my
make it.
opinion.
She's going to be there.
She's gonna be there. I agree. I
Yeah.
think we will see Georgia in the final. This is very impactful. I'm not a massive fan of. I like the staging, but it looks like someone's holding her dress at the back, and like Jessica Anderson and Melodifestivalen, something like that. I'm a fan of like let the train go, let the dress flow. But that's literally my only criticism. I think this is qualifying. At the same time, I wouldn't be massively surprised if it doesn't. But we need Georgia in the final. Come on, like you said, Alex.
Yeah.
This actually does hark back to old school Eurovision in terms of sound, in terms of originality, and in terms of giving us.
That's usually not a compliment. I mean, it's used as pejorative. I mean,
No, for me it's a compliment. I love old school Eurovision.
For me, it's a compliment.
I had more.
I wish Eurovision is still the same as the old one.
What I was thinking is that how is this going to be impactful enough for people to vote for it? Because we say the same thing about another country later. I mean, I know at least 3 of us are going to think that a certain country is not qualifying, and we will be using the same argument. And I feel this song fits the exact same
Thank
category.
Thank you for not spoiling it.
I was going to. So yeah.
If you're gonna do it, don't do it.
I won. Thank you for
Becca,
quoting the best song.
Becca, you like Georgia. You think this is qualifying, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was in between Georgia and Armenia. You know that I like. Oops. Well, I don't care.
You people are too
Well,
much.
but yeah, Georgia's going through, okay?
Well, 3 of us also think that Poland is qualifying.
Yeah,
Raise your hands, those who think that Poland are qualifying.
I hate to say it, but she is.
Okay, Becca, start us off.
Okay, everyone knows I don't like this song. I can't stand it. Each time I hear it, I want to turn the volume down. I can't stand it. But I guess she's nice to look at. I mean, the song is a bit catchy, so I guess she has the whole package. So yeah, she's going through without a single doubt. Is she gonna do well in the final? I don't think so. I think maybe she come around what?
24th?
20th, yeah, around that year.
27, even.
Or even, yeah, 27, yeah.
I didn't know we were getting a wild card. Alex, you don't think Poland is qualifying. Tell us why.
I was just between 2 countries, Poland and another one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I decided the other country because I don't like this settle. I think somehow this is qualifying, but
No. Don't go William Lee Adams on me. You gotta make a choice, and you said it's going.
No, I made it, but I can't stand the Movie Maker edition. I can't.
It's just a Poland thing. It's a Poland signature.
Yeah, last year it was already but this year they have gone too far. And having the dance break, it's like, do you remember Spain in 2011?
Yeah.
Like the song que me quiten lo. Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
How can we have in the same song que me quiten lo bailao from Spain, and suddenly you're seeing Agone with Quiero Arder?
Oh, but that's something that Jennifer Lopez used to do in the 2000s, actually. Like in her music videos, suddenly music interrupted, a dance break started, and then it went back. And everybody, we all went crazy for it. We all did.
But She's not J-Lo.
No, she
Exactly.
doesn't have the
Thank you. She ain't
charisma.
J-Lo.
You know, I don't like this. It's like, oh, you hate the song? You hate me? I'm going to make it worse.
Want to see me
It's
dance?
just
Hmm.
But you know what? Actually, I think it is qualifying because it's a memorable song and it's a chill song coming after two painfully overdramatic ones. She has the best running order, in my opinion. There's going to be Iceland screaming, there's going to be Greece struggling to survive, and then there's going to be her just and going solo, solo, acting silly, and it's going to be very refreshing after. There's even Cyprus's performing at number 6, which is very dramatic. So this one erases all the drama and just brings summery vibes. So it's going to be refreshing, it's going to be remembered. And Blanca's looks are very appropriate for this type of hot, confident girl song.
yeah, she
Hmm.
looks good.
It's definitely giving warm weather. And I think off of that, that is why I think this is qualifying. This is in no way in my desire qualification kind of category. I don't want this to qualify, but I I think it's going through. I think it's
Hmm.
going through. I agree with Giorgio. Like, this is the kind of artist you expect with a song like this. It's a cohesive package. It's consistent. I, I don't. I'm not voting for this. I'm not supporting it, and I'm not even. I'm not on the Jan Gladiator bandwagon either. I just don't like the song, but the staging does elevate it a lot. I hate the movie maker effects, but the styling, the pyro, the dancers,
Her
the
dress,
LED, it elevates this. And I'm curious about the vocals, but
they will be soaked in prereq. They will be fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Baby.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of crazy.
Okay, what is kind of crazy to me is that only 3 of us agreed that Armenia is going through.
I'm killing someone now. Becca!
But you know what?
Hold a second. Hold a second. I love this song. Okay, I love it. But then this song next to Georgia, you'd be like, Georgia's going through, not Armenia. I want Armenia to go through. I really want. I'm hoping. If it does, I'm breaking another glass tomorrow.
Oh, come on. But it's very
But
visually
yeah.
appealing.
You broke the glass, so you broke the glass.
No, both of us did.
Let me just say one thing. The 3 of us have seen the rehearsal clips. Becca didn't.
That's right. I haven't. No.
But you know what, Alex? I used to think that this was not qualifying purely because it was the hardest song to stage this year by far. And then I saw the rehearsal clip, and it's very visually appealing. They got everything on point. Brunette looks fantastic. She looks convincing for the type of song that she's singing. It's different sound wise as well. I don't really see it going wrong in any ways. I don't think that it will do much in the final. I expect a Rosalind type of result. But commercially, this is set to do well. And Armenia is on the right way, Eurovision wise.
I hope so.
Coming 20th twice in a row is on the right track.
The right track because they're getting hits.
Okay, I'll take that.
Blink, blink.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm about to break news to you guys, but there's a dance break.
Yeah.
Ooh.
In Armenia song.
Yes.
Ooh.
Is it like an R&B dance break? Or...
I've seen it.
And is it
looking
awkward?
forward to
Is it
that.
good?
I don't know.
Uh,
I've only
Have you
seen it.
seen
I haven't.
her performing or with the right cameras?
Yeah, with the right cameras.
Oh, I haven't.
I don't know if it's the most appropriate thing. But we talked about Poland and that very inappropriate dance break, and I don't know if this one is coming in the right place.
Okay, but Poland's
With that
song
being
warrants
said,
a dance break. This one, not really.
it does, but the dancing
Yeah.
is horrific. The dancing is horrific. Um, I think I could dance better after about 22 shots of tequila.
Hmm.
But Armenia, Armenia. I'm worried. I'm worried. Number two, the busker couldn't get through it. The dance break. The song might not be the most immediate thing, but where I'm coming to the running order's defense is that this is not sandwiched between Norway and Serbia. This is sandwiched between Denmark and Romania. And you guys can tell me where the quality is and where the quality is not. I think Armenia is going to stand out. I think it's going to be memorable. The staging, to me, it looks like a box of strawberry ripple ice cream with all of that pink like swirls. I don't dislike it. I think it's okay. I think Armenia is qualifying. Yeah.
This is one of the
I really
countries I
hope
would put in
so.
my top 3. Winning the semifinal.
Ooh.
To be honest,
Interesting.
yes, I think
Winning?
first, yeah, well, in the top 3. I will explain you why. First of all, it's Armenia. And I agree with you, George, when you said that this is a hard song to stage, but Armenia is the best country to do that.
Mhm.
Armenia has given the most amazing performances since 2016. And those camera angles, everything they do is just on point. And when I saw the rehearsal, I was like, yes, I have to see the dance break, but I think that it is going to be memorable. But this can be a dark horse, but a dark horse ending in the top 10 in the final.
Interesting.
I'm curious about the dance break now. I'm very curious.
We will see tomorrow.
John, can you repeat it? Can you do it?
Yeah. Can you repeat the dance break?
No.
Maybe
I'm
after
only
22
drinking-
shots of tequila.
Yeah.
I'm only drinking white wine tonight, so
Fancy.
we're gonna have to skip the dance break. Okay, 3 of us also think that Estonia is going through.
Let me check. Sean, explain yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, tomorrow I'm gonna be rooting
I don't
for
want
2
to
countries,
listen.
Albania and Estonia. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't have an Albanian flag because I've never been, but I'm gonna be rooting for Estonia. However, I'm worried, and maybe I'm worried because I love the song and I want it to go through, but there is just something in the running order that is worrying me. I do think running order played a lot last night, and it maybe told us to not take running order for granted when it comes to the televote, especially. And I did just say Armenia's qualifying, but I don't know. This is the last one I crossed out, and I wanted to qualify, but there's something about this staging that to me feels like they didn't need to change anything from Esti Laul, but they did. She's moving more. I don't really think she needs to be moving. It takes away from the focus on her during the big vocal moment. I don't like the styling either. I think it's too prepared for a song like this. I'm just worried that it's not gonna come together as much as it needs to, and it's gonna drop out. On all that is holy, I hope I'm wrong. Fight me.
It's my favorite song in the semifinals, so I'm really hoping it does qualify, but I'm not as confident as I used to be. As you said, they're adding some elements that shouldn't be there. There shouldn't be any moving. There shouldn't be any further drama. The Estilal performance was perfect the way it was. The rehearsal still looked nice enough, but I'm afraid that this might get forgotten Um, I'm not 100% sure it's qualifying. I'm hoping it is, but it's at risk, along with many others. It's at risk.
We
Yeah.
need it in the final. We need someone to take away those jury votes from Switzerland.
Oh yeah, I'm from Sweden
At
as
least
well.
some of them,
From Sweden instead, please.
Yeah.
please. Alex.
I like the song. I really enjoyed the icebreaker led waltz. I agree with you. There's too much movement. I prefer the Estee Lauder performance or staging. I'm not 100% sure
I can
that
actually recreate this. She's literally going like, "Now I'm heading home." Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
There's no need for that.
Why? Just a mic stand and your voice.
Mhm.
and the piano playing by himself. That's
Piano
it.
playing by himself.
That one
Yeah.
is fine. I just don't think she should be moving too much. That's it. Doesn't need it.
Yeah.
It's a gimmick that distracts from her great voice and from the great lyrics of this song, which is not taken for granted at Eurovision.
And
Yeah.
let's say Estonia has qualified with much worse in much stronger semifinals, in my opinion. Victor Kron, does anybody remember that?
I adore him.
Of course you do.
The man with the best hair in the world. I adore him.
Oh.
Can we move on?
Good for you.
Yes, we can.
Cyprus. Two of us think Cyprus. is
Only
going.
two? Here I am.
Only two. And here I am. Becca?
Cyprus. There isn't really much to say about this song. I mean, just I mean, I don't like it. I mean, for me, there's nothing special. Okay, so it's just there. It's just there. That's what I have
You've
to say.
only
I mean,
listened
of
to
course,
this on Spotify.
yeah. I mean, I didn't see the rehearsals, so I can't say. But it's just if there's something special in the rehearsals that's gonna help Cyprus, then maybe I can change my perspective. But till now, yes, Cyprus is for me. It's not going through.
This song sounds better on Spotify than it does live, though. Andrew avoids a lot of high notes. He doesn't really sound like he should be singing this type of song, but at the same time, I think that he's comfortably in. The song is dramatic, but not in an uncool way. He's doing nothing more than what is needed to do for this type of song. And, I just think he's in. It's a generic song. I just think he's in, though. I mean, it's inoffensive, but at the same time, it's memorable enough to get votes.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex, do you want to go before me?
Okay. So the thing is, I like the song. I like his voice, and I think that he can sing perfectly. The old song. Let's wait tomorrow. But there's like 3-4 countries that are in that thin line to go through or not, and Cyprus is one of them. So I prefer Armenia instead, Estonia, and Cyprus. Someone has to be out, just because of that. But I think that staging is good and it's appropriate.
Yeah, I agree about the staging. I mean, I think it's qualifying, but it was the last one that I put in my 10. I think everything is there. I'm not sure about the vocals. He dodges a lot of notes, and we saw it in the 30-second rehearsal clip. He doesn't sing the high notes. He doesn't even try. He doesn't even pretend to be singing them. So, for me,
but it was a rehearsal.
It was a rehearsal, yes. But for me, if that's if that's what it's gonna be, if I was a juror, it would be minus points. The reason why I put this through is that this is second or third in the betting odds to qualify. I would be very surprised if the betting odds finally got something so wrong. This has like 95% qualification chance.
Really?
And yeah, someone here, Daniel, Cyprus is predicted third to qualify. Guys, do your research. Well, Daniel Theophanous, I have done my research, and I'm saying that
But
is
you
why
know
I
what?
think.
It's
That is why I
boring when
think.
the bookies are always right. So it's nice when something gets, unpredictably in or unpredictably out. Right now, Albania is not
Absolutely.
expected to be in, and yet here we are. We believe in it.
Absolutely. Yeah, but if this doesn't qualify, it also kind of wouldn't surprise me that much. But I don't know. I mean, if this qualifies over Estonia, in my prediction, I both of these songs I like, but Estonia, Estonia is in my top 10 this year. So, uh, yeah, if it doesn't qualify, I wouldn't be surprised. But for now, I don't think the bookies are gonna get it so wrong. I mean, it's third. It's not eighth. It's third. So I think Cyprus is me. And also, Greece is in the semifinal. Australia is gonna be voting for Andrew Lambrou. Cyprus has its friends. So does Greece, but Cyprus has a good song.
It really grew me a lot, by the way. It's like my number 12 now.
Cyprus.
Yeah?
The song is very good. I like it.
Yeah, I like the song.
Okay.
It's very Swedish, though. We have to admit that. Like,
It is.
Good
you
for
can
you.
tell it was produced in a basement in Stockholm.
In the
It is very
basement.
Two more countries to go, and we're going up north for this one. One of us, only one of
Only
us, Team
one?
Denmark, is going through.
Who? Oh, hi, Becca.
Hi.
Start the defense.
Let me the defense. Okay. So I'm not a big fan of the song, surprisingly. Actually, I'm not a very big fan of like in the semifinal. There's like the really like good songs for me. But I guess it's a very catchy song. It's a TikTok song. Great. So I guess it's like compared to the others, I think it's going through. Like, yeah, it doesn't have that much, but yeah, I think it does. I mean, if it doesn't, I'm okay with it. Maybe someone else goes through, but yeah, I think so. I think so. He is. I haven't seen, of course, the rehearsal, so I don't know what's there in the rehearsal. So bear that in mind. I don't know if something changed in the rehearsals. Um, but I guess I
Giorgio,
think
this is
it's
one of your
yeah.
favorites.
Yeah, I
expected you
adore
to say
Riley. I adore
Riley.
Riley, but my prediction, I'm not trying to be negative, but my prediction is that he's going to be 11th and only 2 points below number 10. He has a very consistent package as well. He's a cute guy, very sweet personality, very sweet styling, singing a very sweet song, so everything is very consistent here. What I'm afraid of is that this one doesn't really punch live, and it's going first. It's going first, and this is not an advantage when the song is not a surefire qualifier. I just think he will be remembered, but at the same time, I don't think that here in Europe he will find enough of an audience to vote for him.
Mhm.
If it was in Asia Vision, this will do very well, but that's why I'm unsure. But if he makes it to the final, I'll be super happy. So I hope that I'm wrong.
I'm not scared to love you.
But I'm scared of breaking my heart. Alex,
Du- 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 du.
are you scared of
The
breaking your
same
heart?
thing as Cyprus. I think the performance is cool, to be honest. I like it, but someone has to be out, guys. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is.
He's
I
right. I
prefer
agree.
Albania instead.
I agree. I think that, yeah, I like this song. I'm singing it all the time. I'm walking to work and I'm like, if we could go back to the start, stop it falling apart. I like it. But to me, Riley is not at his best on camera, to be honest. He looks very telegenic, but he doesn't have much charisma. It's like he never smiles. And I don't think that the public is gonna remember anything from this performance.
He
Going
doesn't
first,
smile. He hints at a smile though, because he has to be cute and likable and shy.
well,
That's his
if you're gonna
image.
be cute and likable, you gotta give us
Very
at
good
least
point.
one smile. At least you gotta give us one smile.
But he has to give us well like this. You know, that's part of the appeal. He learned a lot from it in Korea.
Well, I don't think it's helping him at Eurovision, to be honest. Maybe Korea Vision he would take place number 1, but I don't know if this is qualifying. If it does, I would be pleasantly surprised as long as it doesn't take Albania or Estonia's spot. However, I don't think I no. Boom. Last one. One of us thinks that Iceland is qualifying.
Really? Do argue.
I really like the song, first of all, and maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know if it's me wanting so bad Iceland in the final instead of Denmark, Cyprus, or whatever. But I really like the song, and I think her energy will go through. And yeah, I think that it's a very good performer. She has a great voice, and the staging is very Iceland. I like it. I
Is that
like the
supposed to be a thing?
Meaning bland and boring.
Exactly.
Sorry.
It's not always boring though, is it?
The staging.
Yes,
I'm talking about the
it's
staging.
very boring.
Oh, the staging. Yeah, I don't know.
But okay, so let me put this way. If you have someone like Delia that is power and energy, she cannot stand
She's
at
great.
one point more than
She's
3
great.
seconds, and you want to put like a staging like Poland,
No, of course not.
it has to make a contrast somehow. So she is the performance, and you have
She's the
flowers
sofa.
in the background. That's cool.
I mean, I feel like this will actually struggle to get a 2-digit score in total, because there is
Could be,
absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing memorable about this. The song has a very weak hook. I mean, power is one of the worst hooks I've ever heard. I mean, it's very lazy. The performance is given nothing. It's just her trying to look like Melanie Martinez or something like that while singing an extremely generic song. She tries to do too much on stage. I feel like many people will be like, "Oh, that is fine," and then forget about it instantly. And that means that not many people will be voting for it, you know? Oh, hello, there's a dog.
Oh, dang!
See? We all focus on the dog, we already forgot about Iceland. That's what's happening tomorrow.
Ouch.
Thanks.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I don't know if I can answer your question, Alex, about the staging, because I never liked the song to begin with. I never understood why it needs to go to Eurovision. I do get that this has its fans, and I respect that. And just in the same way that I expect people to respect me for absolutely standing Albania, I will give it to you guys about Iceland. But I don't think this is qualifying. I don't think it's memorable enough. I actually don't think the running order kills it, but it's too much of a forgettable package for me to stand out.
Yeah.
Becca?
It could be.
Yeah.
We'll see tomorrow.
We will indeed. Becca, any final thoughts about Iceland?
No, I completely agree with you. I mean, I like Iceland in general. I mean, like I liked last year's entry where most of people didn't like it, and usually I'm a big fan of Iceland's entries. Just this year, I thought they could do a bit better, and I hope
Yeah.
maybe if it comes out well on performing tomorrow, well, good luck for her. I mean, I hope it does, but I want other countries to qualify, not Iceland.
Diliao is a great girl. She's a great girl. She's got a great voice,
Yeah.
but I don't think this is her year. We've done it. We've predicted 10 qualifiers each. I haven't agreed so much, but that's why you guys come and watch this live stream, right? You love to watch us argue. You love to watch us share our disagreements. You love to see Giorgio telling us all about his sofas. You love to see Alex standing Iceland. You love to see Becca
Oh,
brag about her getting 10 out of 10 on semifinal one. And you love, or I don't know if you do, you love to watch me.
Being awesome.
Oh,
Being annoying.
if we can go back to the start. Falling apart. Guys, thank you so much for coming on this live stream. We love to have you. Thank you so much,
Welcome.
anyone who's watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to Alex's channel. He's doing fantastic stuff over there. He taught me how to do reels on Canva, and he's got it going over there. So subscribe to his, subscribe to mine, and we're good. Enjoy semifinal 2 tomorrow. We will definitely be watching. And yeah, see you on Friday for our final predictions. Au revoir.
Yeah, bye.
Au revoir.
Buenas noches.